boys and girls. Welcome to Tuesday's math lesson. We are in our Envision's math book, and today we're going to do lesson 12-2, and it is called indirect measurement. So on your page 673, it shows you a picture of a shoe and a picture of a pencil. Now, it doesn't give you a ruler, it doesn't give you anything to measure it with, but they want you to think about how you can find out whether the shoe or the pencil is longer without putting them right beside each other, without taking that shoe on top and the pencil on the bottom like we did yesterday to see which was longer or shorter. They want you to think about which one is longer and why. So today I want you to do that same thing too, without sticking them right underneath each other or right next to each other. Which object is longer? I can't wait to hear what your answer is. Now on the next page, it kind of tells you how we can think about this and how we can figure out without really putting the objects right next to each other about which one is longer. It says, how can you compare objects when they are in different places? The little guy on the top of page 674, he tells us we can use one object to compare and find out which pencil is longer. So they show you a picture of a blue pencil with a green string under it. Now it says this pencil is shorter than that string. But look at the red pencil. The red pencil is longer than that same piece of string. Now, I am going to think about this, and I have some things around my house, and I bet you have some things around your house too that you can compare and help me figure out what's smaller, what's longer, what's shorter, just with random objects. So first, let's try these two books. So we've got an Aladdin book and a Barnyard Dance book. Now, I don't have a string with me right now, but we're going to use my hand, okay? So let's think. This Barnyard Dance book, it's a little bit shorter than my hand, isn't it? Now, I'm going to set this down. And then I'm going to put this on my hand. Look at the Aladdin book. Is it shorter or longer than my hand? Let's see. It's longer. So I know that this Aladdin book is longer than the Barnyard Dance book, isn't it? Now, if I were to go like this to double check, yep, Aladdin is way longer than the Barnyard Dance book. Now, how about this? Again, I'm going to use my hand. Pretend my hand is the string, like on our book. What if I have Jacob's boot on my hand? It's about the same size as my hand, right? Maybe a little bit longer if I scoot it towards the edge. So here's Jacob's boot. Now I want to see if Jacob's boot is shorter or longer than Matt's boot. Let's see if I can even hold it in one hand. Okay, so here's my hand. Is it longer than my hand? Holy moly, yes, it's way longer. So I know without putting these boots up against each other that Matt's boot is the longer boot. Now let's try one more, okay? What about this barn and this house? Which is longer? Let's see. I'm going to use my hand. The size of my hand has not changed. So here's my hand. This house is shorter than my hand. Now let's see about the barn. This barn is longer than my hand. So I know that the barn is longer than the house. So you can do that even if you're bored sometime and you're sitting in your room and you're like, I wonder if that's longer than that. Try it, measure it, use your hand. So for today's lesson in your book, you are going to complete pages 674 and 675. So they give you a little thing to measure these two objects with. It's kind of like how I used my hand to compare them. And you're going to tell me which object is longer. And then tomorrow we're going to do some more measuring. And I told you yesterday, math doesn't have to just be numbers all the time. It can be fun things like measuring. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. And you say hi?
Hi!
And I will see you all tomorrow.
How about you take this?